No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On the ground, it's Brooks. Got the first down and more. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's complete to the right, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Snap from the gun on third down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick catch on third down. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day inside the 40. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option to give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. Hard running there. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He might want another play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Volunteer! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Texas offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Woods. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on second down. Quick completion to the right. And they'll knock him down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Max going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. There he goes. To take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught. It's Brooks. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. I'm going to find out here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Powers and runs through another one. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Vols lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Vols are on the move. Now they're going to throw it. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, on defense, these linebackers are trained not just to stop the run, but to go out and cover in space and make tackles in the open field. That linebacker shows you all of his skill set there.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
The give out of the gun. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap
quarter.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Calls it in. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. There he goes. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh...
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, but you're going to have time to throw.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Vols are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between deep shot for the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The throw to the outside is complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a...
He's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. You've got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Runs through the tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run him. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough.